All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, let's see. Click that, click that, that, click that. All right. All right, I think we got everything figured out. How are you guys doing tonight? Whew. Sorry, I just ate those nuggies, and it was like, oh man, that's something else. Mm, yeah, the profanity, language, and beer, my kind of show. Yeah, yeah. Uh, anyways, yeah, no, I mixed up I mixed up my own hot sauce to dip my chicken in. It's like a little bit of the Thai curry and gem and jalapeno from Buffalo Wild Wings, and then some Four Escobar spicy barbecue sauce and a little bit of Louisiana hot sauce. Mix it up and whatever. I apologize for having to munch on the stream a little bit. It's something that irritates the hell out of me when somebody else does it, but I got a little bit of fries left to go, and that's just the way it's going to be. I'll not be smacking in the microphone though. All right. How are you guys doing? We got Paul, we got Alan Hubcap there, Paul Orchard. How you guys doing? Okay, how about now? Is this any better? Hold on, test. I didn't even check my audio levels. Oh, how about now? Is that better? Let me go to OBS. Everything looks good here. Test 1 2. Test. How about now? Can you hear me now? There we go. I got it figured out. I was on mute, and the only audio was coming out of my my webcam. I got it figured out. Didn't even notice. I hit the button, and yeah, I don't know. I'm an idiot sometimes. Not much I can do about it. Big fancy mic, use it. Shut up, Amy. All right, that's all that. Everything's looking good. Stream is healthy. That's what I like to see. So today, the first thing I want to get knocked out of the way is I'm gonna get this radio put together here, and I'm gonna have to go back to OBS so I can see what you guys don't see yet. Okay, move the keyboard, move my fries. God, those are good. Oh gosh, those are good. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh, stop. Preparation is everything. All right. Now let's see here. So what I got here is a Stryker SR 955 HP 10 meter amateur radio, or a high powered CB, and I've got two of these things, sort of, kinda. I've got a slightly older model in my truck right now because the faceplate went out on this one. Let's see. Can't do this with the earphones on, so I'm gonna have to wing it. Okay. Oh yeah, that is some really good. Oof, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, so bifocals and reading glasses don't work well together. It's been like a year since I took this thing apart, and yeah, so I'm hoping I remember how to put it together. Hi there, Matthew. Yeah, I'm Alexis, and I'm gonna be drinking beer and putting a radio together and then talking shit. So, hang out and bear with me. Does it go that way or does it go this way? Oh, it goes this way. What the heck, man? Hmm. Okay, three pronger goes right here. Hmm. What's going on, Chas? Just jam it in there, right? I don't want to break anything, man. It's like these connections are different, and they shouldn't be. Oh, I got one. All right. All right, this one goes here. Oh, yeah, we're making progress now. This one goes here. Somehow. I've got to turn it around the right dang direction. Right? Uh-oh. I thought I didn't have any that were the same size. Nope, that definitely does not go there. Come on. Oh, got it. All right, one more. Well, let's see. This one goes down there. Ugh. This is supposed to be foolproof because these things are all supposed to have a different size plug, so you can't accidentally plug the wrong one in somewhere. Theoretically, anyways. Okay, so this one has to go, and it can't. And this one has to go. 1, 2, 3, 4 prongs. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, people. We might have an issue. All right, what does that say? PTT key ground mic. Okay, so that's the, yep, that goes there. That's the mic plug. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Got that. Now all I have left is this one, and it goes here. Now I'm missing a wire. It goes from here to here. And that says FNL GND push down up. That's my clarifier. Alright, well, I don't really need a clarifier, I don't guess. I don't know where that dang wire went, though. Great. I imagine it's rolling around my shop somewhere. So we'll just put this baby back together and see if it works later. All right, I'll pull out my magnet of screws. Now, this is all the screws that yeah, let's see. This one is, these are, what do we got going on here? No, it isn't too old, no vacuum tubes. No, this is pretty new. I bought it, this radio I bought in 2011, I think, when I worked up in Wyoming. And state-of-the-art radio at the time cost me like $500. And I mean, it's still, I mean, this is all like the boards on the inside of these things are like the boards on cell phones, all that teeny tiny circuitry and stuff. And I mean, it's a pretty darn good radio. Puts out 150 watts RMS and about 300 watts peak envelope power. So it'll reach out and touch somebody. Run straight across the down the interstate. It'll get out about 30 miles. So unfortunately, to talk to somebody going the opposite direction, they've got to have a similar size radio in order to keep talking for 30 miles. But that much power doesn't really come in handy anymore, but it's still fun to have, and it's got neat little toys like the Echo and whatnot that I never use. I never use that. I've got like 9 Roger beeps, and I can hook it up to my computer, and I can reprogram it to whatever, to any one of hundreds of different Roger beeps, and I don't do any of that. It just stays on 25 all the time, and I use it to call in people uh, to location. It's like, hey, Pereira, get on in here. Come on in here and get unloaded. Something like that. It's never anything worthwhile. All right, we are almost got this thing whooped, and I can pay attention to the chat a little bit better. What's going on, Robert Lonis? Daniel Baca, tell me more about vacuum tubes, right? Oh, what's going on here? I'm way behind, huh? Pull my CB out of my truck and have it serviced. This one is the one I'm working on is a SR 655 HP, and the one that's in my truck right now is a 497 HPC. The C has to do with color changing LEDs and whatnot. This one does that too, but it's not in the name. This one's just a 655 HP for high power. What the fuck? That screw's not going in there for some reason. So what do we do when a screw doesn't go in? We get a bigger hammer, right? No, we take the pieces of magnet that are on it off, and then it goes in. Yeah, your cell phone reaches further than this and fits in your pocket, but your cell phone doesn't work when you don't have service. And your cell phone doesn't work when you don't have the phone number of the guy that you're trying to get a hold of that's out there about 100 yards away, and you need him to get into location to get unloaded. So your cell phone's not going to do a whole lot of good in that case, John. All right. No, I'm sorry, Daniel. No, this is a Stryker. Not a fan of the Rangers, not a fan of the Magnums. Not really sure why. Although the Rangers and the Magnums and whatever, you can get noise toys put on them and all that stuff. These ones here are a little bit more complicated, and people do not want to work on. Like radio shops will not work on these because of the real small, what do you call it, circuitry. So almost anything you want to have done, you have to send it back to the factory. In this case, it was fairly easy, and I just ordered a new faceplate, and I can put it on myself. It's not a big deal. There we go. That's what we got. over here. Brand new Stryker SR 65 HP. Well, it's not brand new, but it looks brand new. Uh, I love my Strykers though. They're awesome. See, I even kept all the knobs and everything that came off of the other one, but didn't even need it. It came with knobs and everything. The funny thing if you have to order a replacement part for one of these, they don't just go get it off the shelf. They have to make it. So yeah, it took like 3 weeks to a month for me to get that faceplate because when I ordered it, they had to actually pour or machine it out or 3D. I don't know whatever they do with the bezel. 3D print it all out. They had to build the board and put it. One of those things. They don't really keep that stuff on stock, but you can order the part. And $65 for a new faceplate is better than spending $500 on a new one. Which, to be honest, I would not spend $500 on a new radio because I don't use them that much anymore, or whatever. Let me get this little setup put away here. If I can figure out how it goes, because this is not mine. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I don't want to break something. All right, I don't need those. All right, now let me get everything else set back up here. Take my reading glasses off. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, god dang it. I knew I forgot something. Where'd I put that? All right, this goes in that slot. This goes in that slot. There we go. I'll put the rest of that shit away later. Man. All right. Sorry about that. This is something I had to get done, and I thought it'd be fun to do it on stream, but I thought it would take a lot longer than that for some reason. And in hindsight, I'm kind of glad it didn't, because if it took longer than that, some shit would have been fucked up. And nobody likes that. Especially not when it's, high dollar parts that you can't really send it back because they screwed it up when you screwed it up. Okay, now, where's the mic? Yeah, exactly. I'm saying the tech exists to make an app and have virtually unlimited range, but old people stuck in their ways, etc., etc. You get the point. Well, yeah, I'm sure there is, but the point here being, John, is as a truck driver or whatever, you're just going down the road. You're hard pressed to just if you need to get a hold of another truck for something. Of course, these days almost nobody's got a CB on. It's there's not much chatter, but you can't have 300,000 people on an app and this guy going the other direction. Oh, I need to get a hold of him. No, you got to have a radio for that. It's the same. It's kind of the same reason that businesses still have company radios, and they have, you walk around Lowe's or Walmart and they got little radios and stuff so they can talk to each other, Sometimes Bob, they do everything over Voxer, but the Voxer walkie-talkie chat thing, but we have company radios, and then we have some of us have CBs so that we can call because we use third-party people. People that don't work for our company. And so, they don't have our radios. We don't have their radios. So, and we don't know who they are. I mean, person-wise sometimes, it's that red Barrera truck out there. Well, we don't know who he is. Anybody could be driving it today. It could be somebody brand new driving it that wasn't in it yesterday. What's going on, Wawa Skittles? And so, yeah, so that for that reason, it just kind of comes in handy to have one. And, also, yeah, like Amy said, that it would be hard pressed to get it past the FMCSA. But yeah, you got your hands on your, if they catch you with your hands on your cell phone, when you're going down the road, it's like a $16,000 fine, and it's a $26,000 fine for the employer. So it's pretty expensive to get caught texting and driving, or otherwise using your phone with your hand while you're operating a commercial motor vehicle. And that's a big fucking deal. I mean, it's a big enough fucking deal that if you get caught, you're getting fired. You know what I mean? Because you're going to get a $16,000 ticket, they're going to get a $26,000 ticket. Your boss isn't going to let that shit fly. Well, I mean, maybe my boss. No, no, they won't let that fly either. You saw three CB shops still open, dude. I haven't seen a CB shop open in probably 10 years. Well, there used to be the only I guess the only one I've ever been to. When I lived in Cheyenne, there was a guy named Red Dog that would come through every other weekend, and he'd be up at the I think it was Love's or something like that. He'd be posted up in the Love's in his RV, and I bought a couple linear amplifiers from him, and had him work on a couple Cobra 29s that I had back in the day before I got my Strykers and whatnot. But heck of a good dude. Well, and they even have what do you call it? Bluetooth CBs. Like one of our truck pushers, he's got a Bluetooth microphone, like a cordless Bluetooth microphone, and he's got his CB on in his pickup. And walking around location, he can use the CB in his truck while he's got to be within like 200 feet of his pickup, but that's pretty neat. Yeah, yeah, the Loves in Cheyenne, that's the one. How's it going there, Robert Whitney? Yeah. Anyways, I had one interesting week, and it's not even over yet. I mean, what are we on? We're on Tuesday. Holy shit! I can't believe it's already Tuesday. So yesterday I went swimming and did not burn too terribly. Just got a little bit of crisp on. Nothing I can't handle. I did use sunscreen to begin with, unlike some other people. And then I broke a damn floaty. One of the the lounge chair type floaties. Yeah, I went right through the bottom of it. It was starting to rip, and then I tried to get up in it and ripped it more. So I was like, well, I looked it up, and they're only like 10, $11 at Walmart, and I was like, all right, cool. I'll just go to town tomorrow and pick one up. So I rolled off to town this morning, and yeah, no, it's actually not, Daniel. It's actually pretty hard to hear, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Oh, the handheld. Oh, you're talking about the handheld CBs. Oh yeah, yeah, those are shit. Yeah, it is better than those. But anyways, so I go to Walmart and I go to the pool section, and my mother-in-law needed pool filters, and I needed to replace the floaty that I broke. And yeah, there are no floaties, just the little cheap like $2 kid ones that are good for one day, and completely out of stock of filters. So I get on Walmart.com and I'm like, all right, we got three super WalMarts in my town. So I'm like, check, see what's nearby. And there are no floaties available within like 300 miles. I didn't check any further than that. So I mean, like, okay, not getting any floaties, no filters either. Like none of the WalMarts in town had it. So like literally, I went all the way to town and I grabbed what was it? Honey and some Tide Pods. That's it. 30-mile drive to town, 30-mile drive back for Tide Pods and honey. Yeah, that was a waste. Well, while I'm at Walmart and I'm walking towards the checkout, um, yeah, my daughter calls me and she's like, "What's up?" And I was like, "I don't know. What do you mean, what's up?" And she's like, "I don't know. Aaron said I needed to call you." And I'm like, I don't know. And nothing here. Okay, fine. And anyways, then I go on about my business, and then she texted me, and she's like, "Hey, wait, was he drunk when he left this morning?" And I was like, "No, he was straight. I mean, seemed fine to me." Well, he's fucked up now. I was like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you." And then, anyways, then there's some all kinds of other issues. I guess he was over at the cemetery, and was because one of our friends got was um, sold an incorrect cemetery plot when her husband was killed in a car wreck a couple months ago, and so today they were digging him up and moving him across the cemetery to another spot. And Aaron was over there, and just like I don't know, they said he was so messed up that couldn't he was slurring his words, whatever. Now I live next to the cemetery. It's like literally just right there, and yeah, then some. So the girl who was there, she asked him to leave, and I guess he went to pull out and like was backing around or something like that, and smacked the pipe fence or whatever with the side of my daughter's car, and then Lacey kicked him out and drove him home, and park the car in the garage. But I'm just like, Tiffany texts me. That's the story. And Tiffany texts me is like, "You wrecked my car," and I was like, "Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Well, I'm gonna strangle this son of a bitch when I get home." But well, anyways, when I got home, he was passed out, and he was still passed out when I left. Well, I'm gonna have to deal with that later, I guess. Not happy about it. Oh man. Whew. And do I have? Ooh, what do we got? Okay. Anyways. Oh yeah, I'm all looking for the like button so I could like my stream. I'm like, oh wait, I can't do that. That doesn't work. Oh. Let's see, did I miss anything? No, I didn't. I think I got it all. All right, well, y'all ain't got nothing to say, so I guess that's the stream, folks. I'm gonna. Yeah, right. Oh. All right. Getting new. Okay, so my CV is. Okay, Casa de la Alex. Oh yeah, man, I'm telling you, the drama in my house is something else. Ugh. That's why I'd almost rather not go home. And now that I got my donut carton built, I don't have to really, you know, I can just go out to my garage, just like slide up in there, close the door, latch it behind me. Well, I latch it with a miniature bungee, but and then just kick it in my air conditioner and like whatever. I like it. My grandson was in there today and he's like, "Papa, why is it so cold in here?" And I was like, "Because I like it cold in here. Can I turn the air conditioner off?" No. If you want to be warm, go in the house. They don't make them anymore, so I have to order the what was that, Daniel? There's the was it capacitors for your ECU? What's an ECU? What ECU? In my world, that's an engine control unit. Shenanigan rain. They don't make them anymore, so I have to order 3,000 of each kind to justify a new order. When I was doing CBs, when I was modifying CBs back in the day, it kind of pissed me off. I would need a like I think I don't know 30 ohm resistor or something like that I'd have to throw in between the positive and the negative on the speaker leads so that it would provide talkback. And yeah, you can't just buy one or two resistors. No, I had to buy 300 a pack of 300 resistors. That was such a pain in the ass. Guess you didn't miss much if that's it. Thanks for not throwing you completely under what I don't even know what you're talking about there, Amy. That's right. That's right, Daniel. My space, my temperature. This is my little room and I like it cold. Engine control unit for a very used Lexus. Huh. All right. Okay. Well, I didn't know those things were like replaceable. I would think you would, like I mean, I guess it is. I mean, you could open it up and replace anything and huh, interesting. But you just say capacitor, right? Mm, yeah, you said capacitors. Well, I mean, so wouldn't any capacitor of the same? It doesn't have to like necessarily be the same capacitor. Just have to have the same capacity. I don't know what the word is. I know the I in my head I can see the marking next to the number or whatever. So I mean, but couldn't you just put anyone in there that is the same? It's not ohms. It's not resistance. It's capacitance, maybe. I don't know. Uh, Oh yeah, yeah, Robert. That's what I'm talking about. That little room that I was in. James Duncan kind of coined the term donut carton. It's just a little bitty 4 feet by 8 feet room, 8 feet tall, made out of styrofoam in my garage, and I've got a what do you call it? My refrigerator, my little beer fridge is on the outside, and then my window unit air conditioner sits on top of that. That I cut a hole in this in the styrofoam and slid it through from the inside. And it's a 256 square foot room with a 250 square foot air conditioner, so it brings it from about 100 and change down to about 65 degrees in 15 minutes. It is nice. And yeah, and that made it really nice because the other day after I got it done, I went out to the shop I mean I was already in the shop, but I started working impedance. That's what I was looking for, impedance. Thank you, Chris Schaefer. And yeah, so what do you call it? I'd get out there and I'd forge for about 30 minutes, and I don't know what do we got going on here. I got error things. Anyways, yeah, I forge for about 30 minutes, go in there and cool off for about 30 minutes, back and forth, back and forth. I was able to, pretty much stay busy all day. I like that. I like because it's maybe 20 degrees cooler in that thing than it is in my house. Because when it's really really hot, my air conditioner in my house won't keep up. And so like when it's 110 outside, the best my air conditioner can do inside is about 84. And then we've got a couple window units in addition in the two bedrooms to keep those a little bit cooler. But the main part of the house it's kind of warm, so I'm just like I'm gonna build my own little space, and that way I can set my computer up in there, and I can play Minecraft, or I could do a stream, or watch YouTube videos, whatever the hell I want to do. And then if I sit down and it's nice and chill, and I fall asleep, no big deal. I'm on my futon. I can just fall asleep. But yeah, it was pretty cozy. Now I will say I slept in there the first night just to see what it was like, and the futon looks a lot more comfortable than it is. I'm just gonna let you know that right now, and it's kind of the fancy one that they had at Walmart. It's got the like charging ports in the like in the middle of it. It's got like an armrest that flips down, and it's got cup holders and charging ports in it and stuff. And that's all fine and good. And it even I did plug into it, check it out, and it's even a turbocharger, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, it's not that comfortable. I woke up in the morning still nice and chill, and I went to go get my sandals and put them on, and I grabbed one. I set it where my foot was going to go. I grabbed the other one to set it next to it, and I felt a crunch with my thumb, and I was like, oh, what the heck was that? So I turned the light on. I looked down. I had crunched a wolf spider on my sandal. Never saw me coming, I guess. And oh gosh, I made that sound that I can only make when I encounter a spider, and then kind of jump back on the futon a little bit, and I'm like, okay, he's not moving. I may have disabled him, and so I went out barefoot and knocked him off onto the driveway out there under my carport, and he just kind of like he wasn't dead. He was still kind of trying to move around, but he couldn't go nowhere. So yeah, I definitely messed him up. And then I went in to take my shower and all that. When I came back out, he was gone. So I assume the chickens ate him. I'm not really sure what's worse, being the chicken with a live wolf spider in your gizzard, or being the wolf spider just like rolling around in the gizzard. Yeah, and that's the thing, Daniel. It's just right there, right? I mean, like if I'm sitting there forging, I've got to go 15 feet and then just slide the door open. And I mean, like when you slide the door open, I mean the cold air just hits you, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's like opening the beer cooler at the like the stores where they have the beer cave, where you can like walk in and stuff. And it's like right when you open the door to the beer cave, and that 34-degree air just hits you, and you're just like, oh, that feels so good. Ugh. Yeah, and I don't know what's going on with that. There's got to be, yeah, I've got to have, I can see that I'm getting, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, view, whatever. I can't do anything about that. I've got viewers will experience buffering. Yeah, I can't, that's all about the Starlink right now. I don't know what's up with that because it should be good, but yeah, I don't know. We might have a heavy traffic time right now. And Matthew, I live in West Texas, Midland, and yes, it's fucking hot here. I mean hot. Well, I don't. I live in Bront, but I work in Midland. I'm in Midland right now. But everybody else, I guess, knows that. I guess it's my house is about 109 miles from where I work, and so I only go home. I'm technically off 4 days a month, but like we didn't have any work until Tuesday, and this was on Saturday, so I was like, well, fuck it, I'm going home. And then on Monday, I think it was, no, it was Sunday. They said no work until Thursday now. The rig that we had for Tuesday pushed, and I'm just like, well, crap, I didn't bring my meds or anything. Ah, and then on that day, the air conditioner also went out here in the shack, so that's always great. But yeah, somebody was really awesome and swung by here and grabbed my meds and brought them to me over at the house. And then that was really nice of her. I'm not gonna throw anybody under the bus, but hey. Oh. But yeah, it's Matthew. It'll be hundreds, probably till the first or second week of September, and then after that, it'll like steadily like maybe drop your average temperature 10 degrees every 4 weeks, maybe. I don't know. I mean, because I mean, shit. Sometimes it's still swimming weather at the end of October, so it just varies. And then this year it's way hotter because of all of the extra water vapor in the stratosphere from the Hungatonga eruption. Well, the molding machines back up, and the management bastages expect me to melt some iron to keep them fed. How dare them expect me to do my job? Exactly. Are you at work now, John, or what? Reverse the polarity on the subspace plasma coil, right? That's all we got to do. But you got to be careful because that could cause a temporal anomaly, and oh boy, you know how temporal anomalies are. They're always pretty touchy. Oh, let me see. Let me clear my throat. Come on, come on, come on. Just checking to see here. I got a massage. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's the. Oh, they got the numbers already. Wait, results for August 4th, 2023. Is that today? No, August 8th. Bitch, that's last week's draw, not today's. Why'd you send me that? Sorry, yeah, I got like $40 worth of Mega Millions tickets. That sucker's up to 1.55 billion dollars, and hey, you can't win it if you don't play, so it's worth a shot. And I don't. It's funny. Back when it was just like regular lottery and Powerball, I wouldn't play until it hit 300 million, and now I'm like, I'm not even going to bother till it gets over a billion. Anything less than a billion is just chump change. It's not even worth the effort. What day was the fourth? Friday. Anyways, woo. That's when it starts to warm up there. Well, yeah, you're in the opposite season than us, so yeah, I can see that. We don't have a really starts warming up. It just stays warm. You know. Okay. Maybe. Come on. Pick it up. Pick it up. Maybe. There we go, I think. Now it says I got an excellent connection now, so I don't know. We'll see how long that lasts. Everything looks good. I wasn't too far behind. That what do you call it? Yeah, I was probably about 30 seconds. I guess the YouTube stream is about 30 seconds behind. But all right, Daniel. Go ahead. You have to go get supper for yourself and the cats. Different foods. All right. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, Paul. That's that. Seasons on or seasons off. That's the way ours are. I mean, it's like we have summer and we have winter, and that's it. There's not really any in between. I mean, the only way you can tell it's springtime is because it's hot and the wind is blowing really hard. Oh, feed your horses, Kevin. All right. Well, please configure both primary and backup streams correctly. The comparison of the streams failed because one of the streams has an invalid configuration. 7:46 p.m. You son of a. All right. Well, I don't know why that's doing that. I really don't. And this says I've been live for 48 minutes, 49 minutes, and it shows me in here at an hour and I don't know, 106. I don't know what time is it. Oh, it's 7:48. Yeah, that's right, because I went live at 7. Oh yeah. That's right. It's showing an hour and a half because I already went live. Mm. Sunday just had winds at 73 kilometers an hour. That's getting up there. When I lived in Wyoming, we'd get them. What do you call it? About 70 miles an hour. That was fun. I weighed like 130 pounds, and I could just lean into the wind at just like this insane angle. Good times. Good times. Oh. Well, thanks for throwing me under the bus there, Amy. With ah, concurrent viewers 3. Yay! Hmm. Man, I wish I could figure out what's going on with this thing. Because that is really. I might have to start. Next time I think I'll instead of reusing settings, I'll start with a whole new set of settings, and that might cause this. I don't know. I don't understand what a primary and backup stream is, and so yeah. Her hammers are smaller than mine. Yeah, that's what she said. No, that doesn't work. Never mind. Matthew, you never did. I never did catch, or you never did mention whereabouts you're from. I was just kind of curious with temperatures as low as they are, comparatively. Speaking with what we're dealing with down here. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, and in a good way. Right. Yeah, yeah, Amy was good enough to give me a pair of earrings that she made for me or that she made and then gave to me that I love. So she actually does pretty decent work. I'm quite impressed. And she kind of described a little bit of how it works and all that. So other than that, because otherwise I wouldn't have had any idea. Interesting information sometimes. I love learning new things. Oh, come on, you son of a bitch! Quit spinning! Quit spinning! Nobody wants to see buffering, YouTube. Paul Orchard, you got to pull your power hammer apart today. How come? Did you break it? Or is it just like routine maintenance? Because, routine maintenance, I'm telling you, stops a lot of problems before they happen. Broke a weld on the spring pivot yesterday. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That shouldn't be too hard. Oh, yeah, you did say Falkland Islands. I don't have any idea where that's at, so I do remember you said that, but I don't know where that's at. I'll have to look it up. The only blacksmith there. That's awesome. Not a lot of competition, huh? Okay, let's go to Google Maps. All right. Directions. You can't get there from here. Oh, wow. Wow, that is way down there. Say it looks like you're like maybe. Well, I don't know. I guess that's hard. That's a hard bit to describe. But it's right off the coast of looks like Argentina, I guess. All the way down to the southern tip of South America. That's sweet. Well, maybe sweet. I'm not really sure, but that's awful close to Antarctica. I mean, it's just like I was gonna say. It looks about as close to you as the width of Texas. At the same when I'm zoomed out to the same distance, and that's pretty neat. I was gonna say, oh, it looks like you're about 12 hours from Antarctica. Yeah, if you were driving, and man, I'd whew, if you were driving, yeah, if you were driving, it wouldn't I don't think you'd get there, right? Yeah. And I guess if you're flying, you got to fly all the way into McMurdo. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, so all the way at the bottom of South America. That's cool. And you have internet. No. Uh, come on now. I wanted to zoom in. Falkland Islands. Hmm. There are a lot of. I'm trying to look see if there's any like cities or anything, but I don't really. Hmm. Anyways, it doesn't really show. I'll stop looking at my phone now. Amy, my wife's company is Stokes Jewelry Services. She has a web page, but I don't know what is on it. So saith the